Now, I know that there have been a lot of things going on with Alex Belfield, and there are a lot of people who were with him at the time of his persecution, while there are a lot of people against him. In this video today, I'm gonna break everything out to you and tell you exactly what's happening. Social media is a great tool, but then some people might use it for something that is ethically wrong. In this video, I'm going to talk about Alex Belfield, a former employee at BBC who has recently been jailed for stalking and harassment. His victims are some of his ex-colleagues, with Radio 2's presenter being one of them. Well, what becomes of a stalker who gets a job at the BBC? Well, let's see what has become of Alex Belfield. What humors me is the fact that the judge actually asked him to cover his own trial and update everyone about himself on his social media handle. I mean, the guy certainly has devotion towards his job, and it seems like he can be a good paparazzi, you know, stalking and stuff. The voice of reason has been too loud these days. In a video titled BBC and Police Witch Hunt, the video has 183,000 views, and what bothers me is the fact that he was on trial accused of stalking 8 people, including some of his ex-colleagues at the BBC. The court said that Alex had repeatedly exposed them to hatred as a result of his social media activity, but if I think it's very uncanny. I mean, who reports their own case? Belfield was found guilty of 4 stalking offenses, while the other 4 were cleared. Even today, his report attracts a lot of comments and views. The tricky part here is that Alex is just exercising his right to speech, and the jury cannot prohibit that. Being a reporter working on his own channel, he can talk about anything, which distresses the victims even more. According to the Independent Press Standard Organization, it's a fundamental principle of open justice that court proceedings can be reported on the media in an open and transparent way. Journalists have an obligation to ensure that a report of what was heard in court is accurate and not misleading. The case of Alex Belfield is unique as he's a reporter and also the defendant in the case, and this cannot come under open justice if it's not reported. While it could be an attack on the justice system, open justice should promote a fine balance, and I think that the parliament will be very slow to interfere. If the reports are factual, then there should be no problem. This unique phenomenon has gathered a lot of attention over the last couple of months, and people are divided between Alex being the victim or the accuser. Closely watching the trial, I was a bit curious how Alex Belfield would react to it. I thought maybe he would tone down his act, but what he did was the classic business day as usual. These days, he's turned off comments on his post restricting anyone to have their own thoughts shared. He made claims that he was going to sue the BBC among a lot of other things. I don't know what you guys might think, and I'm sure there will be a lot of hate comments on this video, but what I want to bring to your notice is everything that he's done just seems like an elaborate plan to make money from YouTube. I mean, he opened a company called Champagne Sippers during the last month of 2020, and the name does not look like it's from someone who has good intentions. It seems like it's from someone who wants to live a good life making money from the channel. Those days were when his channel took off and he started making money from his channel, despite the fact that we can't get an accurate number, but we do notice a drastic change in his background going posh gradually, and his holidays in the United States becoming more frequent. It seems like YouTube worked for him, and he's in fact living in the lap of luxury. Knowing the media all too well, I'm sure this 42-year-old ex-BBC presenter made full use of the power of the publicity that comes from controversy, using his freedom of speech and going viral to make a ton of money. To me, he's just an elaborate liar creating controversies to get views and make money to sip champagne and live life large, but now that he's behind bars, I don't think it's the kind of bar where they serve champagne. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more.